Hello there everybody, this is Linda from Makeup Maniac by Linda. In today's video, as you can see that I have created a proper party glam makeover, but the fun part is this is going to be a get ready with me makeup tutorial where I talk through and do all the steps with you one by one. And as for today's look, you can see that I have created a proper glam cut crease makeup, which is a golden and brown cut crease with maroon bold red lips. This is appropriate for any kind of traditional wear or any kind of traditional attire, and you can recreate this look with any kind of colors. So if you guys are eager to see how I got ready from this to this, then please keep on watching the entire tutorial. So to begin my makeup, I'm going to use a primer first. Today I'm gonna do the base makeup first, but whenever I tend to do heavy eye makeup, I always try to do the eye makeup first. As primer, I'm using the Ofra Cool as Cucumber primer. This primer has a cooling sensation and this also smooths out my face and makes it more even. For dry skin people, this is going to be even better because it also keeps your skin hydrated. After priming my face, I'm going to use some color corrector because I think I've got some darkness around this area and also here. So I'm going to use this Ofra color corrector wheel. From here, I'm going to use my finger and use this peachy shade. I've got cold for the season change and you can hear that from my husky voice. What the color corrector does is it neutralizes the darkness and makes your skin look brighter without even using loads and loads of foundation or concealer. So I'm going for a wedding party tonight. I've got exams upcoming very close, but this is something I must attend. That's why I'm getting ready in front of you guys, and I thought that this would be something fun to film after a very long time. And I think that's enough. I don't need much more color correcting than this. Now we're going to move on to our foundation. For that, I'm going to use my Marc Jacobs foundation today, and this is a full coverage foundation. This is one of my recent favorites actually, and the shade that I use is 36 Beige Golden. So I'm going to take little amount. This has very full coverage. Make sure you use little amount. So I'm using my Urban Studio buffing brush to buff out the foundation. You can use a damp blender also, but I prefer using brush when I'm in a hurry. Always make sure to apply foundation onto your neck also. Don't worry if it's looking too bright right now. We're going to fix it all with the contouring and blushes later on. See, I've just applied one layer and I'm not going to apply any more because I think that's enough. To set my entire face today, I'm going to use this Ofra Translucent Luxury Banana Powder. And since this is a properly or purely yellow toned powder, I'm going to use this to set my entire face also. All the time I get tons of questions regarding what's the difference between loose powder and face powder. Basically, it all does the same job. It's going to mattify your foundation or keep it set and locked for an entire long day. But other than using a compact powder, you can use a loose powder because they're more fine and they actually set your foundation in a better way. That's what I think. I would like to define it in that way. Now to start off with eye makeup, I'm going to apply some loose powder here. This is going to catch all the fallouts for us. Now let's zoom in and have a closer view of our eye makeup. First, to begin my eye makeup, I'm going to use my MAC paint pot in the shade Soft Ochre as my eyeshadow base. And you guys know that I always use this because this keeps my eyeshadow intact for the entire day. Today I'm going to do both eyes all together, so I hope you guys can understand. Always make sure to use an eyeshadow base because that's going to make your eyeshadow pop even more. And sometimes I even get complaints that your eyeshadow doesn't last longer. So make sure you use an eye base or primer. You can also use any kind of concealer that you normally use for your face. And as usual, after using the base, it's also important to set that using a loose powder so that all the stickiness from this eye base is removed. If you apply eyeshadow directly onto your base, so it's going to look patchy and your eyeshadow will not blend well. I'm wearing a black and golden dress today, so I'm going to try something More like easy or glam at the same time. Let's see what we can come up with. For my eyeshadow, I'm going to use the Cala eyeshadow ES13, and this is the palette I'm going to use today. Using a blending brush, I'm going to pick up this light kind of shade as my transition shadow. Using a transition shadow is very important to give you a blended and smooth look. The technique is to build up the color slowly and gradually so that you can have a smooth gradient and faded out effect, other than having too much of blobs of color at once and in one place, which is going to look very harsh. I'm going to blend that using another clean blending brush, and I'm going to use this dark chocolate brown shadow for the crease and also the outer corners. This time we're going to apply the eyeshadow a little bit lower and more into the sockets of our eyes. Since I have hooded eyes and I do not have any defined crease, I have to create the crease artificially. It's quite tough to do eye makeup on hooded eyes like mine, and those of you who have hooded eyes will know the pain of it. We're going to define the crease very well with the dark chocolate brown shadow because I'm planning to do a cut crease now. So leaving this part empty, now going to use the same concealer brush and my MAC paint pot in the shade Soft Ochre. I'm going to cut my crease. See, at this step you have to be very careful and precise and make sure your lines are sharp and crisp. So now following this one, we're going to do the same with this eye. Now using a tiny shadow brush and the same dark brown shadow, we're going to define the crease even more. Now using this bright golden shadow from the same palette, I'm going to apply onto my entire eyelid. I was thinking of leaving it here, but now I thought of applying some glitter. For that, I'm using the Cala ES16 glitter eyeshadow palette, and this is a gorgeous glitter palette, you can see. So from here I'm going to apply this light and this golden. I'm going to mix these two glitters and I'm going to apply that onto my eyelids. I did not apply any kind of glitter glue, and you can see that this is just sitting on my eyeshadow very nicely. Now that we're done, I'm going to apply a very thin liner, and I'm using the balm schwing liner for that. Since we have applied glitter, I don't want my beautiful glitter to be covered by the liner. For the lower lash line, I'm going to also use the same chocolate brown shadow and the small eyeshadow brush to smudge out. I'm going to apply this Absolute All-in-One mascara for my upper and lower lashes. If you don't want to apply falsies, then that's completely your choice and you can also do that. The silicone brush in this mascara makes my lashes look even longer. For my falsies, I'm going to use these Ardell falsies, and they are in the style 250. For contouring my face today, I'm going to use this Nyx Contour palette, and from here I'm going to mix these two shades, and I'm going to use my Cala Unicorn brush. Basically what I do is I do a fish face and then just contour the hollows of my face. And I'm also going to apply onto my jawline. I'm going to buff out the contour lines so that they do not look harsh. And with a blending brush, I'm going to contour my nose. For my blush, I'm using this Tarte Holiday Edition blush palette. And using my Cala Blush brush, I'm going to mix these two shades. Let's finish off with some highlight, and for that I'm using my Ofra highlighter, which is in the shade Blissful. This I believe is a new one from Ofra, and this is amazing. Ofra highlighters are definitely one of my most favorite ones. Just a little bit and you can see the glow. I think I already applied too much. You can see that a little bit goes a long way. This is a more like a champagne kind of shade, not purely golden or not purely whitish, it's something in between. And that's what I love about this Blissful one. One mistake that I used to do before is I used to apply highlight onto my entire nose. But don't do that. You can just apply a little bit on the tip and a little bit on the bridge. That is going to make your nose look more sharper and slimmer actually. So since we did not apply anything on our brow bone, now we're going to apply this Blissful highlighter on the brow bone and inner corners. I've been waiting for this part because this is definitely my favorite. And I think applying the same highlighter on the face and also the brow bone makes it look even more better and blended. Like the same shade is going to highlight your entire face and basically all the high points of your face. That's just my personal opinion. You guys can also use a matte brow bone highlight or even some other shade for highlighting your brow bone. So we are almost done. It's time for the lipstick now. I was quite confused on what to apply, but with golden I think the best thing that goes is red. So I'm going to apply this lipstick which is in the shade Unicorn Blood from Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks are also amazing formula and definitely one of the best around the market. And by the way, you guys can find Jeffree Star at banglashoppers.com. You can also use my code ILOVELINDA to get discount. Let the lipstick dry, and by then I'm going to use my setting spray, which is the Absolute New York Spritz to Fix Matte Finish. So guys, here is the complete makeover done. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and learned something new. Also let me know if you want to see more of such get ready with me makeup tutorials where I talk through and explain a lot more in details. We are almost about to hit 100k subscribers, so make sure you share my videos and give this video a big thumbs up if you like it. Hit the notifications bell to get notified when I upload any new videos and so that you do not miss out any of them. If you are new on my channel, then make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you are an old subscriber, then thank you so much for being with me. For all the product details and my shade details, make sure to check the description box below. Leave your valuable comments and feedback in the comment section below. I surely love to read them. So for today, this is Linda signing off. I hope to see you guys soon again. I love you all. Bye bye and take care.